Wow, what a great birthday party. I can't believe it's over. Well, I guess that's what happens when you look forward to your birthday party for 3 months. Not only did I get everything I wanted, but even the king showed up. I'll never forget what he said to me.
Sean, when I initially sold my castle and downgraded to my modest 2-story home, everyone thought I was crazy. Well, since I'm wealthy, no one thought I was crazy. They just thought I was eccentric. Anyway, that's not the point. What I'm trying to say is that while money can provide for fun moments and certainly make life less stressful, it has its limits. Without knowledge, you're unable to seek true joy, fulfillment, and prosperity. I want to give you the opportunity to prove yourself. To that end, I would like you to take part in this year's math trials. Gain valuable skills in the first 4 trials, and prove your skills as a mathematician in the final trial. I know you can do this. Sis. What?
He's right. He's about so much.
And such.
It's time to begin my adventure. Nan. Welcome back to the J-Pop Exchange. I'm Sean Bird, your host for the show. As you may know, the math trials are in full swing right now, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to share with you excerpts of my exclusive interview with Miki Igarashi. If you'd like to hear the full interview, along with many other interviews, please visit jpopexchange.net.
Hi, I'm Miki Igarashi, and you are listening to the J-Pop Exchange with Sean Bird.
Miss Igarashi is known in Japan for her work in science and for encouraging women to enter STEM fields of study. Hi, Miss Igarashi. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you for giving me this precious opportunity. Nice to meet you.
Glad to meet you. You are known for your work in science. How did you originally become interested in science? What inspired this interest?
I became interested in science when I saw experiments about how to make rainbow. I felt all things in this world can be explained. And I wanted to study principles of phenomenon in daily life.
Do you have a favorite scientific field of study?
I especially like physics. My major was physics in university, and I have experience of working as an engineer.
You are known for presenting science shows as well as science classroom activities and lessons. Could you give us some insight into your motivation and purpose for these shows? Can you tell us what these shows and lessons are like and what they involve?
In Japan, only a few women proceed their career in science. As a woman in science field, I do scientific experiments in events and medias. Sometimes in the form of science show, sometimes in small classes doing scientific experiments.
You recently started a YouTube science experiment channel called Miki Labo. That sounds fun and exciting. Please tell us more about your channel.
Thank you very much. In Miki Labo, I introduce experiments which were popular in my science events. I hope kids who is not familiar with science experiments will see the channel and try it themselves.
Interesting. Do you have any favorite musical styles or musicians? Do you ever use music in your science shows or lessons?
Hip hop. I have done science shows where I did an experiment of making butter while dancing to hip hop music.
How do you come up with your scientific experiments and demonstrations? Please tell us about your creative process.
While I am studying science communication in university, I create my experiment imagining the faces of kids and think how I make them interested. This is how butter dance experiment was born.
Sounds great. Please tell us about your involvement with the World Assembly for Women, WOW, 2017.
It is now a global challenge that less women are joining the field of science. In this assembly, I was invited to introduce my activities in Japan, the science shows, science classes, my appearance in newspapers. I also introduced my
I'll help you out for only 500 gold. What do you say? Is it a deal? Great! I'm looking for...
And
What? No, you made This is your time to your life. Legs or life. Legs or
Yeah, so this is basically a Final Fantasy 1 clone. Interesting concept, not a little bit harder on the classic JRPG format rather than actually being about mass. It's more like the mass is sort of set dressing. But I suppose if you're of the age demographic that this is aimed at, then you will enjoy it. No qualms, because it's basically an identical experience. I did, in fact, apparently not save at the end there, because when I clicked on save, it just didn't do anything. That's on me, I guess. Probably won't be revisiting this, but it is a nice concept, and I hope, for what it's worth, looking at this, that you enjoyed the editings. And if you did, you know the drill. You know, the little comment, maybe even constructive criticism, perhaps, if it's not too likely to scorch and burn my ashes. And even subscribe if you want to see more content like this, because this is the paradigm that we live in now as a society. Thank you. Thank you, and no thanks. Before I do actually end the video, though, there was a podcast in there somewhere that I will find a link to and put in the description for your viewing pleasure, about the Women's Fest or whatever 2017. That's all. Bye.